everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame. I talk about lupus, invisible illness, and depression on this channel. I wanted to talk to you guys today about how I got off Benlysta for a month and what that was like. So, as you know, or maybe you don't, but I'm about to tell you, Benlysta is a bitch to get. It is roughly about $4,000 for the auto injection pins, 200 milligrams. That is what I use. If you have infusions, tell me what it's like in the comments, because I actually have no experience with that. I've just always done the auto injector pens, which I absolutely love. But it is something that is really hard to get because it is $4,000 for a 30-day supply of those bad boys. Insurance does not want to pay for it, so you have to go through the entire pre-authorization program. It can only be shipped to you through a specialty pharmacy. If you do have the Benlysta Gateway program, they give you $15,000. You know, I should really just do a video on that program and how to like hack your insurance and stuff, because that is a good thing to know. I'm gonna do that. So the specialty pharmacy needed a new prior authorization from my doctor to issue me the pen again. My doctor was out of town, and then she didn't do it. It just sat on her desk for a while, and I was calling, and you know, everybody was working on it, but there was miscommunication and everything like that. All that kind of human error stuff, which brought me to the place where I did not have Benlysta for 4 weeks. I've gotten off Benlysta, I think only for 2 weeks before, and that was when I was having a surgery. I didn't have it the week before, and I didn't have the week after, just because it is a immunosuppressant, and when you're trying to heal, they want to make sure that your immune system is working to fight infection or anything like that. So that was really the only time I've taken a break from it. But with this, usually I kind of have some stored up. They tend to issue it more often than you actually take it. So I would have one left over 1 month and then another one left over. So I would have a few stored up. Well, since my fire, all the extras I had burned up, and so I've just literally been going month to month ever since then. Just didn't have any. And we were fighting with the doctor's office and everything like that, trying to get it, and I didn't have any. So the meat of this video, which is what you all are here to see, is what did I experience when I didn't have it? Large dip in energy. I felt very exhausted after 2 weeks of not having it. I just kind of wanted to sleep all the time. It was hard to get up. It was hard to go throughout my day. I would fall asleep in the evening, as soon as I didn't have anything to do and I would sit down and watch TV or anything like that, I was out like a light. It was pretty rough. I also started experiencing more knee pain. That was my primary symptom when I had lupus flares. And even though I don't believe I was in a flare, I did start experiencing more knee attention. I wouldn't even call it pain. It was just I could tell that there was stress on my knee, where normally I feel like I'm 5 years old and my knees are no big deal. I can squat, I can bend, I can crawl, no big deal, they're great. But I felt like I really had to baby my knees a lot more during the later parts of that month. Brain fog. Brain fog is one of my least favorite symptoms of lupus. When you lose your mind, you lose your life. That's kind of how it feels, where it's you're just walking around like a zombie. I had such bad brain fog in the week and a half leading up to my injection for the first time. I felt like I couldn't remember my own name. My words were slower coming out. I couldn't find my words. I would start talking and not really be able to grasp any part of my sentence. It was so embarrassing at work, especially talking in front of my boss, because I just really felt like I was stuttering and stammering, and I felt like somebody with Alzheimer's, just absolutely not being able to find any kind of thread to what I was saying or what I was trying to say. Those were probably the worst aspects of it. When I did get my injection again, I wondered if I would experience some of the first side effects that I had when I started taking it, just because after a month, it's not, it's not like fully out of your system, but it is mostly out of your system. I did not experience that much. I did experience nightmares, which used to be a big deal after I would take it. It was like anxiety the next morning and nightmares that night and stuff like that. I did have some nightmares the following night that could have just been what the stars were doing in the sky, so I don't want to say that was a definite side effect. I did have exhaustion after I took it, where the next day I felt like I could sleep for the next 10 hours. It probably took me 2 days to get the boost in energy. I was so happy to get that back, just because I hadn't had it in so long, and it was like, I'm back, like she's back, like we got this. So that felt really good. Another thing that I used to experience when I took it was headaches. I did not experience that after I got back on it, which I was very thankful for, because like having to take a medication that gives you a headache, like it's no fun whatsoever. So anyway, that's what that was like. And if you guys have gotten off Benlysta for one reason or another, let me know how it was. I tried to look up different people's experiences, and there really wasn't much on it. It was like either getting on Benlysta for the first time or like getting off of it altogether. But like if you had a gap in the treatment, I really want to know about it, even if it was like for surgery or you got COVID so you couldn't take it for a while, or like whatever. I want to get as many stories like that as possible, so that when people are Googling it, they can actually like see this and get help and get different experiences. Also, I just want to put this like plug in here. If you guys have experience with Benlysta and you want to talk about your story, whether it's good or bad, anything like that, please comment or reach out to me on Instagram, because I would love to hear other people's perspectives on it. I get people messaging me all the time talking about like how my video helped them, and that's great. I'm so excited that it helps people, but the more stories we have, the more people that can get helped, because I'm just one person and not everybody relates to me specifically. So if you are interested in sharing your story, I would be so happy to have that on my channel. I'd be really excited to talk to you about it. So that's a little plug in there if anybody is going on YouTube. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will catch you later.